Has Meghan Markle absolutely scuppered the chances of these two senior royals absolutely achieving exactly what they wanted to do on behalf of the British royal family? As ever, let me explain. Tricky, isn't it, when you're in family groups and stuff like that? Because, of course, there's always people that you have to decide, do you want to take the side of them? Do you want to be with them? You know what it's like, family members you get on with, then sadly you fall out. And there's always that wide gulf, isn't there, where people don't speak to them, they're not calling them, and how dare you talk to them, all that sort of stuff. It's very tricky, in particular when you are a member of the British monarchy, as you can imagine, because, of course, it's all about unity and conforming. And when you think about it, these two particular princesses, Eugenie and Beatrice, have had something of a tough time. That's because, of course, their father, the Duke of York, Prince Andrew, has gone through his own, shall we say, disgrace of late, and this doesn't really play out particularly well for them. But of late, they've tried to re-correct that. And as you can see, alongside their mother, Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, she's tried to do some sterling work, all the meanwhile battling her own health issues. Let's not forget that. But what's interesting now is that it appears, and as ever, we have to say allegedly, there's a bit of a thorn in the side because, as we now know, the royal ranks are slightly depleted. Given the fact that, of course, King Charles himself is battling his own health issue, and I think doing so admirably, continuing to do so many duties, when surely there must be days he thinks, I just want to sit down, put my feet up and fall asleep. You have to admire his tenacity at still wanting to get out there and do the right thing. And also let's thank our wonderful Queen Camilla. She's trying her very best, and really it must be difficult worrying about the man back home who won't behave. You know what I'm saying, ladies? So they were looking towards Princess Eugenie and Beatrice perhaps to fill in some of the gaps. Being a younger end, it might work, of course, and they have proven very popular with the British public. It was, of course, until the allegiances, of course, to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Let's not forget that Meghan Markle very shrewdly cultivated her friendship with Princess Eugenie, even though she knew nothing about the British monarchy. Now, one big bone of contention that started this friendship to fall apart with Eugenie and Meghan is the fact that, literally on camera, her mother, the Duchess of York, basically said she didn't know Meghan Markle that well. This really confuted exactly what Meghan Markle claimed herself, how Fergie taught her to curtsy while first meeting our late and beautiful monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. You see, it made her out to look a liar, and this didn't work out incredibly well for the once two people who allegedly were going to be good close friends for years to come. Now, as we know, Beatrice has kept something of her own counsel and not been so predominant in cultivating or carrying on to cultivate the friendship with the Duke and Duchess. But this, I've been told, has made it very difficult inside courtier palace walls because one wonders how trustworthy are the princesses. Can they be trusted with anything, or will that now be fed back? And this is something I've also been told that they're feeling themselves. They still feel that they're outsiders. Now, the only thing they can do is publicly cut ties with Harry and Meghan. And of course, that would basically then mean, well, yes, you're going to now conform and be part of the unity of the British monarchy. Families, eh? But the other side of the coin is, I've been told, His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, Prince William, isn't truly that convinced and still believes that absolutely the less people get into the inner circle, the better the chances the family have surviving and, of course, more importantly, keeping a lid on all of this gossip mill rumour secrets. You get the picture. But for Princess Eugenie and for Beatrice, clearly, if they want to give a hand, it seems a shame, doesn't it, that an ill-advised continued friendship with someone, well, now could wreck those chances. And either way, when you look at it, this is going to be something of an ongoing battle to try and win over the Prince of Wales, more predominantly His Majesty the King. Now, which side would you take? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.